Good evening, and welcome to Christ Church. Our lesson this evening is taken from the third chapter of the Epistle of James, beginning at the 13th verse. Who is wise and understanding among you? Show by your good life that your works are done with gentleness born of wisdom. But if you have bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not be boastful and false to the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from above, but is earthly, unspiritual, devilish. For where there is envy and selfish ambition, there will also be disorder and wickedness of every kind. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, willing to yield, full of mercy and good fruits, without a trace of partiality or hypocrisy. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace for those who make peace. Here endeth the lesson. We spoke about compassion and double-mindedness last night, and the lesson here continues to explore the duality of double-mindedness. Because if we are seeking after victory or domination, if we desire our own good at the expense of others, if we see things as a win-lose, zero-sum game type of situation, we are already in error whether we win or lose. Instead, the gospel compels us to seek the win-win, even if the win-win may look like lose-lose. There's a powerful story that comes out of the 12-step movement about a man who was in a hole and could not get out, and he sees someone passing by and asks them to help, and they do not. And then he sees someone else pass by and asks for help, and they do not. And finally, he sees a friend pass by and asks for help, and the friend jumps into the hole. And the man who was in the hole in the beginning says, "You idiot, now we are both in the hole." And the friend says, "Yeah, but I've been in holes before and I know how to get out." We are always in the right when we choose what benefits others. We are always in the right when we sit down with the least in order to help them to rise up. We are never in the right when we are the one who sweeps the table, who dies with the most toys, who has victory over the other by domination or conquest. That is not the gospel. That is not the pattern of Christ. And that is not to which we are called. Most importantly of all, it does not bring any joy. In this modern age where we can observe people continents away and who live lives far distant from our own, we can see what it looks like to be the worldly victor, to be the billionaire, to be the one who dominates a nation or a region by force, or has cornered the market in silver or gold or aluminium. We can see that those lives are filled with nothing but strife, envy, and fear. And that fear morphs so easily into anger. Those people do not rest. Those people do not have peace. And yet we look at the people who have the least, people who have renounced those models of win-lose. And what do we see? We see those who see far, not just in the worldly sense, but also in the sense of being able to see more closely into the mind of God. We see people who have peace, even amidst great suffering. We see people who have what we, if we have healthy desires, want for ourselves. And it is not a secret. And you do not have to have the right key or the right handshake or the right code word to achieve it. The answers are all in the book, and they are simple answers. Deny yourself. Seek the good of others. Have wisdom enough to know that compassion is self-love. To care for the other is self-care. To always choose consolation and to avoid under all circumstances that which may leave another desolate. May the Lord Almighty grant us a peaceful night and a perfect end. Amen. Good night.